known as Ole Defense 1033 in other parts of the world. Hope y'all having a good Saturday. Hope y'all can actually hear me on this stream. So, yeah, man. This is an interesting Saturday, man. This is like my first like Saturday door dashing. Just trying to make some extra money. Obviously, everybody, everybody in the economy, everybody out there, you know, people from the walks of life like me, salt of the earth type of people, you know, it, we gotta put boost to ass in this economy, man. We really gotta be tight on our shit. So keep money in as much as possible while at the same time trying to make money, trying to keep money, and trying to advance ourselves. And that's kind of where I'm at, right now. Which leads me here, on this Saturday. Normally on a Saturday, I would be, somewhere. I would probably be watching basketball, watching a game or some shit. But nah, as a man, as an adult, you gotta take care of shit. Need extra money right now, so gotta do this shit. So I'm doing DoorDash now. So far so good. I mean, I've just been doing it for like the last 2 hours. Like I said, so far so good. It's interesting. I hate kind of having to beat down my car in the process, doing this driving. And uh, let me take a pause real quick and address the elephant in the room right now. I took a couple of edibles earlier, um, and and as a result, I get my I have a lazy eye anyway. So whenever I'm a little tired or anything like that, my left eye, my lazy eyes, that motherfucker get to going up, down, side to side, left to right. So if y'all can look up and this motherfucking eye is all the way over here, or up there, down there, that's what it is, man. That I got a lazy eye. That eye is lazy as hell right now. Uh, I'm focused. I'm good. But that eye is lazy as hell right now. So it's going every which way. I can see perfectly though. I got fucking near perfect fucking vision. I would like to think, you know, but yeah, that's what it is right now, man. Hey, Gerard Cortez. Hey, what's up? Hopefully y'all can hear me. Last time I tried to stream, y'all couldn't hear shit, and I think that was some shit on my end. But what's up, everybody? WK underscore Bam. What's good, bro? But that's what it is, man. Out here trying to grind legally. Which is why I'm doing this DoorDash shit. But I got a lot of things on my mind. Um, Walmart, what's up? Gerard Cortez, 5173. Walmart, what's up? Uh, but yeah, out here grinding, man. I'm actually waiting for another DoorDash order as we speak. Um, so once they come on, I'm gonna jump off. What's up, dude? Once they come on, I'm gonna jump off. But man, I want to talk real quick. Yeah, I was listening to the radio and here in ESPN Chicago, and they was talking about the All-Star game, what has to happen, what got to change, and everything with the NBA All-Star game. A lot of things were suggested. They suggested bringing in even bigger celebrities, because that's always the answer, bringing in fucking celebrities. Um, so yeah, bringing in more celebrities. What else? Talking about throwing even more money to the players as an incentive to get them to play hard, which is fucking crazy to me because players, they shouldn't need. I feel like in that setting, when you got the best of the very best, and my experience with basketball, man, I'm a pickup basketball player. I played pickup basketball. I did grow up playing some organized basketball, but I play pickup. And even in pickup, at a certain point, man, you competitive. You want to go against the very best, you know. And That's how I feel. You know, I'm an old head. Yeah, usually y'all see the fucking gray. Y'all see that shit. But yeah, I'm a whole head too. But I like to think I'm progressive as well. Um, but I like to think I'm progressive as hell. But I just feel like a lot of the NBA issues is competitive wise. Um, it's competitive wise, and it's a style of play wise. It's a broken game. There's no fucking balance within the game of the NBA game right now. It's either three layup, more yeah, three or layup because they're not that many dunks like that anymore. But the NBA has a lot of issues, and their issues there's no gimmick that you can put around the NBA that can save it. You know, the in game tournament, you know, the play in. Nah, that shit. At the end of the day, that shit ain't gonna help the NBA. What's gonna help the NBA is if they get back to fucking basics of the game, fundamental basics of the game. Big man, y'all learn how to fucking play like big man. Get your ass under the basket, post up, learn how to play with your back to the basket. It's okay to still to shoot a three every now and then, but only when it makes fucking sense. You don't just come down just jacking the three. You know how the game. You know, I grew up on basketball. I grew up in the '80s basketball, like you know Magic, Bird, you know Kareem, and I saw the game change in the mid '90s when you know with teams like Phoenix and teams like the Rockets. They were like the two teams that really kind of pushed the 3-point line to to where it's at now because they were like the first two teams that was taking like 15 plus threes a game, and nobody else was doing that at that point. You know, teams were still taking like 6 or 7 threes. Uh, but until Houston and Phoenix started this shit in around '93, around '94, and then ultimately it played a big part in their offense. Made one time court shot. One time you made a court shot, man. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. That's a hell of a feeling. I remember I only made one, I think, in my whole life. Because I didn't have that much range. I could shoot a little bit from three, but I was a big man. I play like a big man, so I'm playing like within like 15 feet and in. So I didn't really take a lot of threes like that. But man, the make a quarter shot, make that half court shot, man. That's a great fucking feeling. But man, but yeah, the NBA got a lot of problems, man. They got to fix it on the court, and the problems are like fundamental. I made one too. What? What'd you say? I made like two of them. Man, you made two. Shit, nice. That's what's up, man. Shit. I say, I think, man, I can't even remember the last time I even took one because I still play. I play a little bit of pickup, a little bit. I'm introducing, my stepson to the game of basketball. So I'm just kind of slowly doing it. So I spend a lot of time on the court with him. Um, so, we get a couple of kids to play pickup every now and then with us. But, that's pretty much where my pickup game is right now, man. Shit. Pickup ball, I was like heavy in that shit, like back, my early 30s, 20s. Yeah, I was like outside in fucking heat, hooping, at least trying to hoop. Like I would say, my game, I was like the fucking five below fat Paul Pierce. That's how I kind of patterned my game after Paul Pierce, because Paul Pierce was cold though. Paul, he wasn't athletic like that, wasn't jumping over nobody. But man, he knew how to use his body, and he was so skilled. Paul didn't have a weakness offensively. And then he demanded a double team anytime he got the ball on either side of the post, on either wing. He demanded a double team at all times. So Uh, yeah, Paul was tough, man. Paul be capping though, man. When you talking about like I'm the greatest pure scorer ever. Yes, as a competitor, you supposed to believe that shit, but you shouldn't say that shit either. But man, yeah, man. But back to the original point, which is the NBA All Star Game, man. The NBA the NBA has a lot of problems. I know viewership is down, and and they have to address the game at all levels. It actually started with the shorties, starting with we shorties. They got to address the AAU. It's an American basketball problem, fundamentally. So they got to address the AAU system. It's a lot of people involved in AAU. They ain't got no fucking business being involved in AAU. A lot of people that's not in it for the kids. That's not in it for the best interest of the kids. It's just a cash grab, just like seemingly everything else in 2026, a motherfucking cash grab. I swear. More corporate greed, 2026. Everybody just 2026 is the year of I gotta get mine and fuck everybody else. That's kind of like the feeling that I'm getting from 2026 so far. Uh, but this is a long year. I'm a glass half full person, so I'm always gonna think that way. I'm always gonna believe in the best and hope for the best. But yeah, it's rough times out here for a lot of people, man. And I'm blessed to be able to you know, at least have a roof over my head. I gotta, be transportation to work. So I am blessed. I have a lot of things going for myself. And there's a lot of people out here that's even worse off. And I just wanna, to those people, man, you know, just keep your head up, keep fighting, try to stay as positive as you can, and you can't gotta keep pushing forward. You can't stop because you just stop, you can't go. So you gotta keep pushing forward at all costs. Got to. So I'm gonna check this DoorDash order real quick. But yeah, but I think I got a DoorDash order, y'all. So I'm gonna jump off. Um, Hopefully y'all was able to hear me. Those that joined, appreciate everybody that just subscribed, everybody that popped in, man. Thank you. And I'm just a regular dude, just like y'all, man. So I'm trying to be no damn superstar. I got a lot of opinions, a lot of things to say, and I think this is a good outlet, and I think a lot of people use you know this this form of this platform as just a way to vent. And so stay up until next time.